Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to Midday News on Global Television. We are live in the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Queen Agaba. The Comptroller General of Customs, Adewale Adeniyi, says President Bola Tinubu has directed the Nigerian Customs Service to return all seized grains to their owners for onward retailing in the Nigerian markets. The Customs CG disclosed this during a stakeholder meeting at Kwangwalam, a border town in Mai Adua local government area of Katsina State. He says the directive was given by the president in his magnanimous gesture of ensuring that people of the country have enough food to buy at cheaper prices from the market. He says, however, the return of the confiscated food items to the owners was based only on the condition that it would be sold in the Nigerian market. Vice President Kashim Shettima has met with the leaders of the Kuriga community in Kaduna State and the representatives of families of students abducted in the state. Close to 300 students of LEA Primary School and Government Secondary School Kuriga Chikun local government area of Kaduna State were abducted earlier in the week. At the meeting held at the Sir Kashim Ibrahim Government House in Kaduna, the Vice President assured of government's resolve to ensure the students are rescued, stating that the federal government shares in their pain, over the mass abduction. Kaduna State Governor Sani Uba expressed optimism that all the children will return unhurt. He, however, appealed to the media not to sensationalize or politicize the incident, noting that such could jeopardize the ongoing rescue efforts by security forces. The Nigerian Senate has denied padding the 2024 budget by over 3 trillion naira. The upper chamber stated this after Abdul Ningi, a senator representing Bauchi Central and chairman Northern Senators Forum, told the House's service of the British Broadcasting Corporation on Saturday that the 2024 budget was padded. The Senate in December 2023 passed the 2024 appropriation bill totaling 28.77 trillion as against the 27.5 trillion naira estimates presented by President Bola Tinubu. The budget, which was raised by 1.2 trillion, was signed into law by the President on January 1st, 2024. However, Ningi claims that what was approved by the National Assembly was 25 trillion naira as against the 28 trillion naira being operated by the President. President Bola Tinubu has directed relevant ministries, departments and agencies of the federal government to ensure that the outcomes of research in science and technology are used to enrich policies that impact the real sector. Tinubu issued the directive when the president of the Nigerian Academy of Science and the fellows of the academy paid him a courtesy visit at the State House in Abuja. Uyi Agbamofuegbe has the rest of the report.
Speaking at the event, President Tinubu emphasized that his administration is advancing an all-encompassing approach to leveraging the capacity of Nigerians to innovate and create solutions from all spheres of human initiative across the public and private sectors, including farming, manufacturing, information technology, and academia, adding that his administration is committed to the comprehensive integration of research and the outcomes of research with the process of policy formulation and implementation in all fields of national endeavor.
Goal of the National Academy of Science and funding for science and development. I am fully committed and I work at it. And others, you bear witness to this. We have to work hard and plan well.
During his investiture as the grand patron of science by the Academy, the president said the pace of change around the world, reflected in some national and global challenges, requires more reliance on research for solutions and actionable data especially in health and education. He therefore called on all relevant ministries to brace up and ensure that science research guides process development in relevant areas of advantage.
I believe without great research and development, no nation can develop to achieve its desire. Pay attention to science and development is a commitment that I will continue to support directly and through various government policies and programs.
In her remarks, the president of the Nigerian Academy of Science, Professor Ekanem Braid, said a national research fund should be established as the country moves towards a knowledge-driven economy. Listing some of the interventions and achievements of the Academy in improving the lives of Nigerians, Professor Braid further advised that the nation's 265 universities, 84 polytechnics, and 205 colleges of education be upscaled in science research infrastructure and funding.
Do this by strengthening the nation's ability to deliver the fruits of science to society by the acquisition, growth, and dissemination of sound scientific knowledge and the facilitation of its use in solving many national problems. Specifically, our mandate is to assist government in addressing major national problems that can be solved by the application of science, technology, and innovation. We provide advice on specific problems of a scientific or technological nature.
The president acknowledged the historic feat of Professor Ekanem Braid in emerging as the first female president of the Nigerian Academy of Science since its establishment in 1997. Uyi Agmofwegbe, reporting for Global Television.
Youth volunteerism has been described as a necessary factor towards creating more awareness in the battle against tuberculosis. This was the key message in a workshop created to empower young volunteers with the aim of ending the scourge of tuberculosis, hosted by the British Health Development Centre with support from Stop TB Partnership, Federal Ministry of Health, USAID, and other stakeholders. Fauzia Lukman tells us more.
The workshop saw the attendance of volunteers from all over the country and aims at educating the volunteers on tuberculosis and also creating a network of volunteers for health advocacy. Executive Director of the British Health Development Centre, DHDC, Deborah Eke, said the advocacy will be replicated in many countries all over the world.
Today, we would have the opportunity of hearing from people who have survived this disease. However, there are people that their lives were lost to this disease.
Dr. Emmanuel Okpayemi of the World Health Organization shed more light on tuberculosis.
If you look at during the course of the presentation, I did talk about cough, talk, sneezing, right? And I say each time you say you sneeze, that about over 4,500 bacilli are released. Release covering certain distance. So velocity is distance over time. So you are looking at it, the propulsive force. And that's why sneezing is particularly more dangerous. Why? Because of the tussive power that pushes it away. So when you say eating, instead of saying alhamdulillah, or God bless you, you are either to escape and cover yourself or cover your nose. Because the speed, the distance, the bacilli had covered within that period is usually very, very long. In terms of contact management, we say 8 hours. So when you have somebody staying in the same place with the same persons and the bacilli and they are coughing and sneezing to each other and they are getting into contact with each other, it's an average of 8 hours that you would know you are much more at risk.
Dr. Jamila Amin, representing the Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, spoke on the importance of youth inclusion in health advocacy.
They have high incidence of this disease, plus low awareness. They are very much affected but the awareness is very poor. It's about 17%, the last data I checked. That awareness means, do you even know that TB exists? Do you know the signs and symptoms of TB? Do you know how TB is transmitted? Awareness is very poor in this category of people, and unfortunately they have a very high incidence of the disease. They are the agile population.
Highlight of the event was a 1-minute silence held in honor of the victims of tuberculosis worldwide, and also the distribution of certificates and toolkits to young TB volunteers. Fawzia Lukman, reporting for Global TV News.
The federal government on Sunday disclosed that the phenomenon of brain drain, often referred to as Japa syndrome, has deprived Nigeria of its top talent in the health sector, with no fewer than 16,000 doctors leaving the country in search of better opportunities abroad. The Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Ali Pati, disclosed this in Abuja. Pati lamented that Nigeria has witnessed a generation of young doctors, health workers, tech entrepreneurs, and various professionals abandoning the country for better opportunities abroad. He said in the last 5 years, the country lost about 15,000 to 16,000 doctors to the Japa syndrome, while about 17,000 had been transferred. The House of Representatives has reiterated its commitment to collaborate with government agencies, civil society, and private sector on action that can overcome the structural barriers preventing women from realizing their full potential. House Speaker Tajuddin Abbas made this known at the occasion of the 2024 International Women's Day celebration held at the National Assembly Complex in Abuja. Kike Lomo-Okere has details.
The Speaker, who was represented by the Deputy Speaker, Honorable Benjamin Kalu, noted that at the House level, the Green Chamber is working assiduously to strengthen the women caucus in the House to better the advocacy on women-specific issues and also mentor upcoming female politicians. He says his office has also launched the Bridge a Gap initiative, a project to address the systematic gap and inequalities faced by women and girls in Nigeria. The Speaker position was supported by other principal officers and lawmakers present at the event.
We must dismantle cultural biases. We must dismantle unequal access to resources and opportunities. Furthermore, empowering women through mentorship programs, leadership trainings, ensuring their voices are heard. Value are crucial aspects of fostering an environment.
As legislators and representatives of the people, your role is very crucial to our nation's development. You are the eyes and ears of the government at the grassroots. As women, we constitute a significant portion of our society, and it is vital that our voices are heard and our contributions acknowledged. I therefore encourage you to set a robust legislative agenda for advocacy.
It is about fostering a culture where the voices of women from all walks of life resonate, where their ideas are embraced, and where their contributions are celebrated.
In leadership, the inclusion of the underprivileged, the inclusion of the underprivileged in our decision-making process is one of the key pillars of women inclusion. Without including them, without considering their opinions, without looking at their plight, we cannot achieve gender equality.
Kike Lomo-Okere, Global Television News.
In the meantime, women have been urged to take initiative and carve a path of empowerment that strengthens multidimensional inclusion in a bid to close the gender gap. This was the focus of an event put together by women from a wide range of backgrounds to commemorate the 2024 International Women's Day. Sharon Ajay, who was there for Global Television, now tells us more.
The event, hosted by Dr. Charity Akumbo to celebrate the creativity, resourcefulness, and accomplishment of women, built a narrative around the urgent need to evolve initiatives that align with this theme of the 2024 International Women's Day, which is Inspire Inclusion. Dr. Charity commended women for their resilience and the impact they make in all various fields of endeavor, urging them to stay focused while making a difference globally.
We're also trying to encourage women to get involved in whatever is going on in the society, in the workplace, and in their private lives and in their homes. That's why you've seen that we brought together a lot of personalities from different fields, in business, in health, in policies that concern women, and professionalism, ethics at work, because we want women to get the information, all the information they need that will make them a better woman. So to also fight against stereotype and gender inequality.
On her part, Margari Kuba Okadigbo acknowledged the criteria role women play in society, particularly in addressing gender inequality. Senator Okadigbo also enlightened the women on their role in educating their male children on the right attitude to have in the face of gender inequality.
I think we as women, we have a major role to play, even in the case of gender inequality, because as mothers, we are the hands that rock the cradle, and we are the ones who let our male children know that they must carry their sisters on equal terms. So I think mothers need to start doing that. And then most of this stuff, we would have started talking about it.
While calling on everyone to create the right environment for the fight against gender inequality, Senator Margari further added that women should be given a chance while prioritizing female education and enabling the girl-child access to acquisition of basic skills needed to aid economic empowerment.
All stakeholders, government and agencies, businesses, civil society, and the international community to accelerate efforts towards women's economic empowerment. We must create an enabling environment that promotes gender equality and provides women with equal opportunities to thrive and succeed.
Citing policy-related factors that affect women, Dr. Chinelo Irele made a case for deliberate implementation.
We have so many policies that define what will be better for the women in the world, and especially Nigeria. We don't lack policies. What we need is to implement these policies, so have them enforced.
The overarching theme for the 2024 International Women's Day is Invest in Women, Accelerate Progress. Sharon Ajay reporting for Global TV.
As part of its mission to carry women along in its renewed Hope Agenda, Office of the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Special Needs and Equal Opportunities in collaboration with Prime Diamond Initiative for Community Health has held an event aimed at empowering and uplifting women with disabilities by providing resources and opportunities for entrepreneurship and business growth with point-of-sale POS terminals in the Federal Capital Territory. Fauzia Lukman has details.
In commemoration of International Women's Day, Office of the Senior Special Advisor to the President on Special Needs and Equal Opportunities, in collaboration with the Prime Diamond Initiative for Community Health, PDIFC, have presented a business empowerment for women with disabilities. Prime Diamond Initiative for Community Health CEO Chinasa Onukegbe says the empowerment is to inspire inclusion and fill in the gap in the system.
There being International Women's Day is about inspiring inclusion, and I decided to do that, to empower them. It's supposed to be a financial inclusion, financial empowerment, but we talk about the POS micro enterprise kind of business, which is a good idea. And then I spoke to my friend, and he said it was a good idea, and then we said to work with the persons with disabilities, which is a kind of a gap in the system. So with this peers empowerment, it's going to enable them to be able to self-sufficient and sustain themselves, so they can use and make, no matter how little money profit they can make, it's going to help them in the future.
Speaking on the challenges women with disability face in gender inclusion, the Senior Special Advisor to the President on Special Needs and Equal Opportunities, Mohammed Isa Abbas, called on all stakeholders to come on board.
Of this day, every day used to come with a different theme. This year team is talking about inspire women. How are we going to inspire them? If you look at it, women with disability face a kind of multiple, or I can say tripling challenges compared to any. Whenever there is emergency, even in the health issue, even the gender, even the in terms of discrimination and rape and other discriminating insult, it has a kind of multiply effect to women and girls with disability. So we need to invest in creating awareness. That is the essence of the day, to call all the stakeholders to come on board in order to champion the issue affecting women with disability.
Dr. Bashir Daudu, Chairman House Committee on Disability Matters, emphasized and sheds more light on the Act protecting the lives of people with disabilities.
Our own duty is to ensure that there is compliance to the law. And we think that if we're able to ensure that compliance, the lives of persons with disabilities in Nigeria will change.
When speaking to journalists on the impact of the empowerment, one of the beneficiaries, Nuseba Lowell, said,
"Give me Pampel POS, and I think with that it will help me to train up my children that want to go to school, to do many things, to educate my children, to pay their hospital bill in case."
Highlight of the event is the distribution of point-of-sales POS machines to the beneficiaries. Fauziya Lukman, reporting for Global TV News.
As the holy month of Ramadan begins, the Inspector General of Police IGP Kayode Adeolu Egbetokun has affirmed the commitment of Nigerians to ensuring the safety, security, and well-being of all citizens. The police, as an institution, recognizing the importance of respecting religious practices and cultural traditions and the need to promote the principle of tolerance, understanding, and unity within diverse society. A statement by the Force Public Relations Officer ACP Muyiwa Adejobi quoted IGP Egbetokun as urging all Muslim Ummah to embrace the spirit of compassion, generosity, and forgiveness that defines Ramadan. He called for all to come together, support one another, foster a sense of harmony, and build stronger bonds of friendship and cooperation in the holy month and beyond. The Nigerian Labour Congress has distanced itself from the 500,000 being canvassed as the new minimum wage, saying it has yet to adopt a position on an amount to be presented to the tripartite committee on the new minimum wage for workers. The president of the NLC, Joe Ajaero, disclosed this in Yola, Adamawa State, speaking on the sidelines of the Northeast Zonal public hearing by the tripartite committee on national wage. Ajaero noted that the 500,000 and 700,000 naira being proposed as new minimum wage are unknown to the NLC. According to him, all figures flying around should be disregarded because the NLC, as a body, had yet to adopt a common presentation on his part. The chairman of the Nigerian Medical Association, Adamawa State, Dr. Solomon Bulus, said the Nigerian Medical and Dental Council backed the implementation of the 500,000 naira new minimum wage because it would drive down the hardship being experienced nationally. And that's it on the Midday News, and it came to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. Don't forget, we're on Star Times, channel 276. Kindly follow us on our social media platforms using @GlobalTVNG and other handles now showing on your screen. I'm Queen Agaba. Thank you for watching, and see you again.